Hi there guys, here's another video on how to use NSpire to do statistics, and in this one we want to see how to make graphs in NSpire. So I have a set of continuous data here um, with class intervals here and frequencies here, and when we insert these in NSpire we have to choose the midpoint of the intervals here. So I've entered, for labs, I've entered 5, 15, 25, 35, and 45 as the midpoints from here. And for the frequencies, I copied these values here. So this is the data that we want to work with. And the thing is, when we want to graph stuff using NSpire, we cannot graph directly data using a frequency list. So first we have to do one variable statistics on this. So we do the one variable statistics as we usually do. So we go to stat calculations and one variable statistics. For the X list, we choose the labs, and for the frequency list, we choose frequencies. And yeah, put this in column C. Press OK. And yeah, okay, fine. So it did some statistics here. The thing is, what we want to use here is the 5-number summary. As we can see here, the 5-number summary actually equals the values from here, the observed values. But that's not given. That's a coincidence. So this is what we need when we go on. So for this, just to show you the process, I will open a new spreadsheet here, and I'll enter the 5-number summary that I just made. There's one trick we need to perform to cheat the computer, since it will treat this as a data set, and we want it to beware that the number 25 is the median, as we saw it over here. When we scroll down here, you see the median is the 25. So that means we wanted to recognize the 25 as the midpoint of the data set. So therefore we'll have to enter it twice. So for the minimum value, we input the 5, and then the 15, and then the 25. But in order to actually recognize this as a median, we'll have to enter it twice. And, and then 35 and 45 as the maximum value. So now we can cheat it into drawing a box plot out of this. For example, in order to draw these things, we have to go to the statistics window here, and the thing is that we down here want to. Yeah, I forgot to name this, so I have to go back. I have to name this so I can find it again. So let's call it something. 5-number, just whatever. 5-number summary. So we can find it again. So now we can go back here and click the variable. Now I can choose the 5-number, and it'll just, for now, made some kind of ball diagram or dot diagram. So in order to change the type of the diagram, we go to menu and choose a plot type we want. So for example, we want a box plot. So here's the box plot. Yeah. Basically, that is probably what is of most use here. I'm not sure you could say that the histogram type might not make much sense because it doesn't really show the histogram we want. So instead, in order to use this for other purposes, if you want other types of graph, you need to enter the data as raw data. So that is what I did here. So I entered a silly list of raw data, and now I can represent this in plot form. So again, I'll open this, and I will add the data I want to call here, and that would be the raw data. And now we can make some more interesting plots. So the only plot type that is of interest for group data would be the box plot. So in this case, we can choose, well, right now it's showing a dot plot. I could again show a box plot of the data, and it will form this automatically. And as you can see here, we can read out the values here by placing the cursor. So it shows the Q1 is 3, the median is 6, and Q3 is 8, and the maximum is 9. Furthermore, we could make a histogram, and again, you can see the inputs here. So value 1 has a frequency of 2, and value 2 has a frequency of 3. 1. Sorry, the interval from 1 to 2. That makes no sense. So actually here, since this is not group data, the histogram doesn't make much sense. So, but you could read it as value 1 has a frequency of 3. Value 2 has a frequency of 1. It would probably be more appropriate to show this as a dot plot. It shows exactly the same. So yeah, I guess that is about it. Yeah, you could also use it for normal probability plots, but I think that is out of the scope of this video. Yeah, that's all. Hi.